Okay guys, hi, this is Susan, and this is more of a play date than anything. I'm trying to think of things to do that would just be fun and not have to worry about the outcome. So here's the boring part, and you can fast forward to this if you already know how to do this. I'm just going to tape off my edges. What I have here is a block artist watercolor, 140 pounds. And unfortunately, this block is, I don't even know, probably over 20 years old. So I took off the top painting that I hadn't completed, and it raggedied my edges. And anyways, the blocks don't last forever, guys, so use them up. And I'm going to start using this up. So let's do an abstract and just play with watercolors and not worry about it being a masterpiece. Now in the past, I've only done abstracts from acrylics, but watercolors are really fun because then you can go over them with Posca pens and different types of pens, pencils, whatever. So yeah. Here is a card that I did a while back. It's on 300 pound. It's always on my scrap stuff. And I put down the colors. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but you know what? This is a good way to play with your colors and do something. I think I probably did this with the intent of cutting it up into strips and using it in a resin covered painting abstract of some kind. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I haven't used this for a long time, so I'm going to clean it up. This is a old Quiller palette, and Stephen Quiller, I think that was his name. He was an artist back in the 80s when I had my art supply store, and he did wrote some great books, yeah, color theory books, and he designed a palette in a circle so you could set out your colors like the color theory. All right. Okay, have paper towels handy. Your bucket of water, I have one of these. As you can see, it's really used. And I'm going to clean this up. And these are great palettes if you can get your hands on one of these. I mean, these are great, but I need room personally to experiment. And I hate having to have all these extra little containers. I pulled out a butter dish. This was one that got chipped, so I thought, oh, I'll make a good palette. And but basically, I prefer to use the big palette. It has lots of space for mixing, and then you're not having a ton of things on your table. Okay, so we got that all cleaned up. And then you got a spray. I have this atomizer spray. I'm going to spray my colors, so get them nice and wet. I just saw an artist today. She refers to this as getting your paints juicy. So I don't know about being juicy, but wet's good so that you can easily pick up some paint. As you can see, I'm running low on colors on here, and what I want to do is use them all up and then start from scratch, clean it up, and put all new colors down. So I think these are all the colors I used in this. Okay, so we have our paint, we have our water container, we have our paper towels, we have our brushes. I have a few brushes here. These are some cool brushes. I forget what this is called. What is it called? Oh, a triangle brush. We'll see what kind of marks it makes. And then I've got my favorite rounds. This one is a Richardson size 4 and a Richardson size 6. I like them because they've got this thicker little part here and it makes it easier to hold them. So there you have that. And then if I want to use a flat brush, I have this one for doing larger areas. And I've got my Daniel Smith right here. And those are pretty cool. You can see my favorite colors there. Okay, so let's try. I'm going to use this first and lay down some wet circles. One there, and maybe one here. Over here. Okay. And I'm going to lay down some water on my palette and then go in and pick a color. What do we want to do? Let's do some sap green with a bit of blue in it. Let's see what we get here. Oh, it's just a little tube. And then I'm putting some blue in that sap green. And not sure what blue it is, but it looks pretty cool. And so now I'm going to wet my brush and sort of dry it a little bit so I can move that color around. Let's see. Basically, watercolors, I meet so many people and they go, oh, I love watercolors, but I'm fearful of them. And you got to just play with it and not worry about the outcome. We always get caught up in the outcome. And then we got our silly old internal critic in there jabbering away too, which is a pain. I just tell mine to go away. You can tell yours to go away too. So this is just sap green and this blue. It looks like a Prussian blue actually. So I'm just gonna, and leave some white. So you got something to play with there. Makes it more interesting. And the nice thing about these blocks is you can tip it up and make the paint move. If you tape the watercolor to your table, you can't do that, which is kind of a nuisance. Okay. So let's see, what shall we do the next one? I think I like red. Ooh, this is a yummy red. So I'm using this red straight. And I'm going to rinse off my brush. And I'm using the big flat brush and I'm just moving the paint around. And where's some? Let's do, so this is Aurelian yellow, and I'm going to put some Aurelian yellow over on the other side. I haven't done this before, guys, so this is all kind of new for me too. I mean, I've done this kind of style of painting before, but I haven't videoed one. All right, you can see my paper is buckling a little bit. I find the best quality pads of paper is Arches. That's been my experience. I used to own an art supply store back in 1990, and that's the best quality, but you can't always get that. So if you don't want your paper to buckle, get 300-pound paper. That's all I used to work on when I did my watercolor paintings, because it didn't do this. You can see here, this is buckling too. I don't like that. I like this here. This is turning out really nice. Okay, I'm going to go in and just do the straight Prussian blue. And let's do that on this one here. So Prussian blue, and the complement of blue is orange. So I'm going to throw some orange on the other side. Let's use this. I'm not sure what orange this is. Looks like a cad. And let's see what happens. All right. When they hit each other. Okay, I'm gonna just put a little bit of water in between the two. See, and then tip it. Let's tip it. Ooh, that's interesting. I've just wiped off my brush and I'm just going to pick up some of this orange because it's a little thick for my liking. Okay, so now I'm going to link them and I'm putting some wet right there. And so that will cause the paint to flow this way. So let's give it a try, see what happens. Now this is crazy what's going on here. But let's just let it all happen, see what we get. Just for funsies. Ooh, oh, this is really cool. Can you see this? All the little stringy things. I like that. Okay. All right, we got that. Oops, I want to touch this. Yuck. Don't touch your paint when it's wet. Okay. And you can always go in and like drop little bits of water. Okay. Okay, I just went and got some Himalayan salt. I was looking for my rock salt, but I couldn't find it. So let's try some salt on this one. Some of the Himalayan, and then I'm going to try the regular salt. See if they're any different. So you just let that dry. Okay. While that's drying, let's draw another circle. There's one there. And let's put another one here. Oh, I have this gorgeous pink in here. I think it's called Oprah. And let's go with it. Oh, isn't that yummy? You see that? Wow. Just letting it do its thing. This is pure pigment. There we go. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. It's just got lots of character. I'm going to do it here too. Yeah, I'll put a little bit there. And a cool color that goes with pink is purple. And I've got a wonderful purple right there as well. So like I've had salt on it, if you can see that. All right. So let's let it dry, and we'll come back in with Posca pens and some more paint. Okay, I'm back and it feels dry. So I have an acrylic paint marker pen, and what I do is I go around the edges of the design. I mean, you can do whatever you want. This is what I do. And these things are kind of a pain. I have to keep pumping them up. All right, so I'm going to just wiggle around in a few places. Just creating some shapes. And then you can go in and do this. It's doodling, so you can doodle all over your painting. So. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that one for now. Got these little stripes right here. Just makes it more interesting. And there we go. There we go. I have to get into the frame of mind of doing this. It's been a while. Okay, so that one is good for now. Let's see, where else can we do some white? This one. So you have to pump them. And let's see, put some dots. I think this part you can kind of do. I do this when I'm sitting watching TV. I'll just go in and start doodling on my piece. All right, there we go. And let's go here. All right, change pens. I'll try a Posca pen. And let's see. Put some dots on there. Kind of break up these boring little lines I got here. So this is a size 3M, 9.9 to 1.3 millimeter. Just in case you were wondering. Here we go. And if you're liking what I'm showing you, I would love it if you would like my video and subscribe. And you can always share a comment or two. I do respond to every comment. Alright, I kind of like the dots. That really helped that line thing that I wasn't too thrilled about. What do you think? Okay, so we've got that now. And let's put some, how about some dots in here? I've got some orange. Oh, that's a bright orange, isn't it? Okay, what's some dots, random dots. Tape. And I'm going to get the marker out again. Okay, here's one of my favorite things to use is a white gel pen, and I just took the tip off it here. They do dry up fast, so just have one open at a time. And I am going to, let's see if we can get it to work. Oh, that's always the trick. Problem with the gel pens is they are not real thick like the Posca pens. Okay. And you always have to prime them. Make sure it's really thin. It's 0.7. Makes really fine marks. Anyways, you get the drift, and if you can't think of anything to doodle, you can get some inspiration here. So just start following the paint lines and add stuff to it, and you'll be fine. Once they're dry, you can do something with the Posca pen as well. There are no rules. So I'll go back in afterwards with a Posca pen on that. Let's see if we can blend it. So some fades in. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to call it quits for now. I'll probably doodle some more on this thing. But if you have any questions, let me know. If I can help, I will. So have a fabulous day. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when my next video is up. So thank you for watching. Have a fabulous day and see you soon.